Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Bat House. My name is Fabian. I feel like garbage today, so you get the PNG tour. But it's fine. We keep going. This is Grindhouse. If you guys didn't know what Grindhouse is, yesterday was our 2-year anniversary. We've been doing this horror AP shtick for that long, and we are so happy to have you guys. So yeah, we're celebrating today with a one-shot of Monsterhearts 2 with all these lovely people. Let's introduce them, and we'll tell you more about the show once that's done. We have a bunch of giveaways today. We'll talk about that in a bit. But let's get this started. Blizz.
Hi. Am I introducing myself?
Yes. Yes.
Oh
please.
no. Okay. Hi everyone. I sound like a mess, but this is only gonna get messier from here. That's my MO. My name is Blizz. I'm a Twitch ambassador. I usually cover true crime cases on my stream. I do a lot of gaming and a lot of talking. I'm gonna be playing. Do I say who I'm playing?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Slay. I'm playing Abel, which you're gonna either love or hate. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. My pronouns are he, him, and Abel's pronouns are he, him as well. And I'm very happy to be here.
Hell yeah. Joe.
Hello, everybody. I'm Josephine, Scary Dog Friend, your other co-producer over here at Bad House RPG. I'll be playing Mikey Nong. I'll be playing the Daphne skin, which I actually wrote. And if you're interested, you can check it out on my itch.io page. And that's me.
Hell yeah. Laurel.
Hi guys, I'm Laurel. My pronouns are she, they. I'm going to be playing Freya. Their pronouns are also she, they. And if you guys don't already know me, I'm Laurel on Twitch, and I'm Laurel Rothamel on pretty much every other platform. I'm a big fangirl core, K-poppy horror fan. I know those don't go hand in hand. I'm gay too, so maybe that makes it make more sense. Anyway, do you want to watch me flirt with my friends today? Slay.
And last but not least, Maddie.
Hi, I'm Maddie Duvernay. I use she, they pronouns. You can find me everywhere at Maddie Duvernay. Sometimes with an extra Y, sometimes not. You gotta guess. And I'll be playing Asteria today, and they use they, them pronouns. And yeah, I'm super excited. Let's go.
Yeah. We had a little bit of music there in the background, but it's fine now. But yeah, we do have some giveaways today that we're lucky enough to have like these partnerships come in. Every week is gonna have like a different prize for each stream. This week comes from Plus One XP, wonderful people at Plus One XP. If you enjoy a lot of indie, outside of the norm TTRPGs, this is the place for you. If you are just watching without even entering, you can get 10% off on your purchase if you want to check out plus1xp.com. They have a lot of wonderful games. And Joe, if you want to talk about how they can enter the raffle that we have today.
So for today's raffle, as the current overlay says, if you type !grind during the break to join the giveaway at the end of the show, we will be giving away 2 physical prints of St. Julian's, which Fabian was the cover art designer for. If you want to go ahead and check that out on Plus One XP, and also a physical copy of Liminal Horror, first edition as well. Bad House RPG over here. We are obsessed with liminal horror. So get ahead of that. Once we are at break, we will open up that giveaway. So as we're hoping that more people kind of flow in, we will be able to open the giveaway during that time. And as Fabian has said, we have Grindhouse at EXP for 10% off the entire store. So once we're at break, that's when we'll be able to open the giveaway for all of y'all.
and make sure that your messages on
Oh yes.
Twitch is set to strangers, so we can send you that if in case you win. But with that being said, this is a Monsterhearts 2 game. There's a lot of things that may become triggering for some people. So if you want to check out the kind of content warnings for our game, it's !grind CW. If you ever feel like you need to step away from the stream, take care of yourself, get some water, take a break, feel free to do so. VOD's gonna be up after this, so you can watch anytime you want after that. But yeah, more importantly, take care of yourself. We're here to entertain, but also we want you to have fun. Yeah, let's get started. Let's get started into this. It is a cold fall evening, and this house is this like wonderful, very blue house is in the foreground of your sight. The moon is high. It is a quiet night. The streets are empty, and there are only a few lights lit in this house. For whatever reason, there is a record player playing. The kind of somber mood kind of moves us through the house, and you see a living space that is pristine and immaculate, untouched. And you get to the kitchen, and everything seems to be in order. We go up to the stairs, and as you spiral upwards, you see a cat that is just walking around, meowing as the meows are starting to echo and layer itself on top of the music from this record player, and scratching on this door to what can be perceived as the master bedroom. We dive deeper from the crack underneath the door. Her dark figure stands over what seems to be a body. The smell of iron fills the air as blood is splattered all over. It looks like a painting, artfully done, and crunching sounds echo the room. Two beady white eyes search the room and look towards the door as the scratching continues from the cat. The door opens, and this figure just walks away. The cat enters the room and sees its owner, or I would say what's left of them. The morning comes, and police tape goes around the trees of this house. A news crew is there to cover what has happened. You see this beautiful anchor woman reporting about this sad event in this small college town in New Jersey. Sorry, I got distracted by my own cat meowing. Please stop. um, and as they pull out, talking about this mysterious murder, you see it on the TV in a gas station. In this gas station, we see one of our characters. Joe, please tell us what you look like.
Mikey Nong, or Michaela Nong, is a lithe-bodied person, someone who clearly looks as if she was born to be running, built to be running. She has cautious eyes, as the no matter what, no matter where they are, even particularly at a gas station, hearing about people getting stabbed or certain even shoplifting around her she gets so nervous. She gets cautious, eyes flitting around, big, fearful, nervous, worried eyes all around. She wears bigger clothes to hide her form. And there are some little jewelry, little things. There are some adornments that allow her to overcompensate. She's feeling the worst she's ever felt. And it only really started last year. I think we're at a gas station, or she's at the gas station.
Yeah.
I think at the moment she doesn't have a car. I think she just had a walk or run over here, and she's just trying to get some sugary snacks just to like get her ready for the rest of the day.
Yeah. And you notice the attendant, a girl around your age. Her hair's tied into a ponytail. She has that oversized gas station kind of smock on her, just looking, and it's like, oh, that's so terrible. He's so young too. 22? God. What's going on in this place? And she notices you, as you already have your stuff ready to go. And as she's absent-mindedly bringing you up, she says, sorry, I am a little distracted from the news. Cash or card?
Cash.
Okay. Okay, that'll be $7.
I procure.
You start to notice on the news, Dylan Riggs is a name that is familiar to you. You yourself, as an athlete, this name is pretty much said all around campus. They are a long jumper. They had a promising future ahead of them. He was boasting around that he was going to the Olympics eventually. But it looks like that dream is cut short.
My breath suddenly catches up into my throat as I shakily just try and take everything and stuff them into pockets. Even if she asks me for a receipt, suddenly my vision becomes tunneled and I just run to the back of the gas station and I'm just sort of fumbling for my phone. And I'm going to try and, although I don't want to, I'm going to try and call my sister.
Okay. So your sister, what is their name? And how older, or this is the a older sister, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her
So
name
you-
is Flora.
So you give her a call, and at first it goes to voicemail. But instead of leaving a message, it's something that you're used to. They call you right back.
Before I let her say anything, I just start yelling. What did you do? Did you do something? Have you been listening to the news?
And this is during the phone call, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean?
Dylan Riggs is dead. You have to know something. You fucking did something.
I don't know who this Dylan Riggs is, and I don't know what you're talking about. If it just happened, I can assure you it isn't me.
It happened last night.
Well, I don't know what you want from me, but it isn't me. Are you sure it isn't you?
Fuck you.
She ends
And
the call.
Yeah, exactly.
As you're yelling outside of this gas station at a distance, Laurel, what's your character's name? What do you look like? And tell me, how do you feel hearing this as you're within around the area?
Yeah. I'm Freya. I kind of have like a fierce, wild demeanor, as some would say. I definitely don't have wolf ears. I don't know where those came from. Um, all of my clothes are like kind of like old and tattered, and I have this big scar on my face, which is like kind of representative of like all the scars that I have in my life from all of my exes. But this is like a real scar. Honestly, like I guess like I'm probably affected by people dying around me, but like I wouldn't like to show it because I get really angry really easily, so I have to like keep my cool, and I smoke a lot of weed. Um anyway, yeah, I think I'm probably fine. I'm probably super fine about it.
Super fine about it.
Yeah.
And in this stupor of being high, you do notice who's yelling out to just the open air.
Mikey, always getting so emotional. You haven't changed a bit since high school. What's going on?
You do not want to fuck with me right now, okay?
Oh shit, like you seem actually upset. Sorry. That's fine. Like if you're actually upset, that's cool. Like let's start over. Hold on. Mikey, you look good. You look really good. Does that make you feel better?
No.
Oh. What's up?
The guy on the university team, the long jumper, Dylan Riggs, he was murdered.
Oh yeah, I saw that he ate it, dude. That's crazy. Just like a bunch of like dudes out here getting murdered. uh Anyway, how's school going? You don't want to talk about this then? Yeah.
I know you're the one that broke up with me, but it really fucking feels like if there were any better moment to be done with you, it would be right now. But I have to go.
Out of the woods steps out this pretty girl, long, like dusty brown hair. She looks Vietnamese, very done up, and she's stumbling out. It's like, Freya, why'd you leave me? Oh my god, I just said I was gonna pee. Oh my god.
Oh my god, now is not the right time for you to come out.
She also is pretty high and not really reading the vibe and grabs your arm. So who's this?
This is Mikey. I've told you about Mikey. Like I said, now's not a great time, and I kind of pull my arm away.
Oh. And it's not because you're high, it's just because it's the nature of things. You don't really know this girl's name.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be over there. I'm sorry. It's nice to meet you." And she tries to shake your hand. Mikey.
I just react and I slap her hand away.
Oh shit. Oh, and she starts stumbling away.
No need to fight over me, Mikey. Come on now.
I punch Freya.
Ow!
So you want to lash out?
Yes, I do. I would love to lash out.
Roll me 2d6 and
oh, that's gonna be like
volatile?
an 11.
11. Okay, so that is a success. You you punch Freya in the face. And Freya, you will have a condition. What would be the condition that you are giving Freya? Mikey.
The condition I want to give is how would I exactly, I'm trying to word the feeling of like, I want to do self-aware.
Okay. So for the rest
self-conscious.
So in terms of social interactions, Freya, from here until you remove the condition, you will be self-conscious. So when anybody questions your motives, you will have a penalty on rolls, but that's going to be in play later. As you get punched, what is your reaction?
This is not the first time that Freya's been punched by an ex, so I think she kind of just takes it, and she kind of just like licks her lip, and yeah, that's about right. Well, you might not have liked seeing me, but I really liked seeing you. I'll see you later.
You
already have.
Yeah. Then I get out of there.
And as you get out of there, a car whooshes by past the gas station, and this car drives into this nice, like very suburban-like college town. Drives around, takes a few turns, and gets to a house. Maddie, can you please describe your house, the house that you're staying for this semester? Oh, you're muted.
My house, it was definitely, a lot of people assumed that it was bought for me, but I actually bought it myself. It's a gorgeous, like cottage-like house. It's very flowery and open. Definitely the opposite vibes that people expect from, I don't know, like the most popular girl in school, you know? But it's very homey and it's very, like, cozy. It's not as extravagant as most people expected from Asteria.
And as you wake up and get ready in the morning, eventually you hear a blaring horn outside of your house.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm up. Who the heck is here? I think Asteria, they go to, like, look out their window to see who is
You look
making
at
that
this
noise.
you look out the window, and there you see a classic convertible, and sitting in the driver's seat is your friend Nikki, with two of your other friends, Chase and Callan. And you just hear Nikki yell, "Bitch, it's time for class. Get in
Fuck, I'm
here."
coming. I think Asteria literally, even though she says she's coming, it takes her 30 minutes to get out the door because she wants to look as presentable as possible. Even though just getting out of bed, they already look perfect. So
And as you're coming out of the door, you see that um the two passengers, Chase and Callan, are just on their phones with a very sullen and concerned look. You see Nikki is just doing their makeup, and they see you, and it's like, "Chase, move." All right, and he just steps on the seat, ups and overs, to the back seat to sit with Callan, and Nikki just opens the passenger door for you.
what is everybody so sad about? The morning literally just started.
So you haven't heard yet?
Heard about what?
Dylan Riggs got murdered last night.
Murdered? Who the heck would murder in this town?
Ugh, I don't know, but like, it's been a while, but you know, this is like the second death recently.
God, you're right. I forgot about it.
Um,
Any news on who it might be?
well, they just found the body this morning. I don't know. The suspects are either sicko from like out of town or one of the locals. We don't know yet. Like, you hear Callan from the back seat, like, "Dude, it's on. Photos are on Reddit, and look how gnarly this is." And crime scene photos of the body are shown to you.
Okay, Callan, put that away. That's disgusting and immoral.
Sorry,
I mean, respect the
yeah.
dead.
I know, but like, this is so fascinating. He was ripped apart.
Ripped
Chase is
apart.
like, "Look, it's let's not show things like that. I'm supposed to be the goofy one here. Come on. Like, what's wrong with you, Callan's?" Like, "Okay, yeah, I'm sorry." And the car starts to move. It's like, yeah, it's Nikki pipes up and says it's crazy how this has been happening. I mean, a murder is different from, you know, doing it to yourself, but yeah.
Okay, can we not talk about that either?
I
I
know.
mean,
It's just
God.
no, it's just, you know, first it was Haley, and then now it's Dylan.
Look,
The city's just being weird right now.
yes. And honestly, all I want to do right now is head to school, and I'm sure law enforcement will handle it. I highly doubt we need to talk about this all day.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so I hear there's a party tonight. Well, not
Yeah.
tonight. I'm missing my days. This weekend there's gonna be a party.
Who's throwing it?
Which one? And let me check my notes real quick. There it is. And you hear Chase just go, "It's Pi Epsilon." You know, they're doing the whole you know, it's a scheduled welcome back party, so it's like it's gonna be like one of the biggest, earliest parties of the year.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. I don't know. This whole thing might be a damper, but you know, it's gonna be a good distraction, right?
Yeah, and I'm sure we all need it. Okay. And
Yeah.
speaking of distraction, I need to copy somebody's homework.
And you see Callan is like, I already did it, and just gives you like a kind of like a full of a printed out. I changed the words. I made sure that it doesn't look like mine, and no, I did not use any AI for it. You'll be fine.
Astaria grabs the paper and just goes and goes, "Ah, thank you, Callie, you're the best."
Anything for you. And as you drive by, there is a church. A small little church. And we go into there as we go down the aisle, past the holy water, in between the pews, and into a confessional. And you see that there is this young man confessing, waiting for a confession to happen, and nothing. There is just nobody on the other side. And they're just waiting inside of this confessional. But to the corner of the church, we see Abel. What does Abel look like, Liz? And what are they doing?
Abel is, I want to say he has dark gelled hair, a white button-down shirt that is cuffed at the sleeves. His skin is tan. His eyes are a mixture of yellow and brown, and which looks a little bit weird, but it does kind of come off as like I might be the chosen one, and it's totally fine. He's wearing like tan slacks, I would say, or maybe tan chinos, um, with a brown belt around the waist and loafers, but like not church loafers, like kind of comfortable loafers that you can buy at like Aldo or something. Um, and he is, you said he's not in the confessional booth, right?
He, there is somebody in the confessional booth. You've seen them come in, but you know that there is no priest on the other side.
Oh, then I will take the place of the priest. I walk towards the confessional to just fill in for the priest because obviously he must be just missing a shift, or maybe he's on lunch.
Yeah. And as you go into the confessional booth and you open the window, you see the figure inside pipe up. It's like, Father,
Yes.
I have been waiting a bit. I don't really know how these things go, but I just needed someone to talk to.
Well, you can talk to me and the Lord, and we will listen.
Thank you, Father. And you hear their voice is quivering. There are tears streaming down their face.
Um. Oh, it's okay. I stuff some tissue through the hole.
And they take it and thank you. There's this person, and we've been kind of together, but in secret. And
Um.
I don't believe that liking the same gender's a sin, but they were seeing someone else. She didn't know. She didn't know the truth. And now he's dead.
Oh. Well, everything stays between me and you and God. I think this calls for 3 Hail Marys and 2 Our Fathers.
But I just don't know what to do. I can't grieve. There's no one I can talk to, no one I can approach. Nobody knew about us. And I can't believe he's gone. And he starts bawling.
Oh, it's okay, my child. You can always come to the confessional to talk about anything that you need.
Thank you, Father. And there's a moment of silence, and you feel like this person is just sitting in the silence, sitting in the comfort that somebody is listening. And they walk out, and you see them. Well, you don't really necessarily see them, but they go to a pew and start praying. As you said, a few Hail Marys is called for. What are you doing right now? Now that you did this confessional with this mystery person, you don't even know who this is yet.
Can I peek outside the booth to see who it is?
Yes.
I'm gonna like slowly creep open the door.
You creep open the door, and it's Trevor Wong. Another track runner for your school. He doesn't notice you as he is blinded by the tears and the swelling of the eyes from crying, and is just looking down, just bawling and praying.
Is there a way for me to creep out of this booth and slowly walk like behind him? For him, he's not gonna know that I was the one in the booth, but he should know that I am approaching him.
Easily.
Or feel that like I am approaching him. Okay.
Easily. The way that he is right now.
Okay.
Easily.
I come behind him on the pew, and I place my hand on his shoulder, and I go, Trevor, it's really good to see you in my dad's church.
Abel, yeah,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm just I don't know if you heard Riggsy, he got murdered last night.
Oh, yeah, I saw it on the news. I just really hope his soul was in line with God. That's all I wish, and it probably was. I mean, I saw him at a service here and there.
Yeah. Yeah, he actually told me about this place once. Not necessarily um practicing. I just thought of coming over and kind of praying for him, and he starts to cry again.
I pat him on the back and like rub his back. Hey. So I have a service here on Tuesday. I'm the youngest pastors here. But you should stop by. I feel like you would really benefit from like having a place to talk.
He leans his head on your shoulder and says, "Thank you."
Hey, anything for you, Trevor.
And he kind of catches himself, says, I'm sorry. And he starts to stand up and kind of like quickly shuffle away outside of the church.
Before he goes, can I give him a hug?
Yeah, you can catch him in a hug before.
Okay. I'll catch him in a hug and I'll just be like, may peace be with you. And I hope to see you on Tuesday.
And he gives you a longing look in your eye. And it kind of stays there longer than it should. And then they realize they catch themselves. They shoot up and then they just leave. I'll see you Tuesday. And then they go. And you hear a voice from behind the altar. Abel. Who was that?
That was Trevor Wong. He goes to my school.
And you see it is a professor of yours. Professor Solace. He says, I came here to meet with your father, but it seems that out. How are you feeling? I assume you heard the news.
Oh, I'm feeling fine. I just really hope that Rixie's soul was aligned with God and that he is in heaven with us, or heaven as we speak.
You are quite the individual that is very giving and loving. It's nice to see that people like you exist.
Well, I owe it all to him. Anything that I have, I'm willing to give it to him.
It's good. That's good. Well, I'll see you in school. And he starts to walk away.
See you, Professor Darth.
Gives you a calm, like, acknowledgement to your greeting, and what you don't see and what everybody else sees watching is that he looks back at you with this weird kind of expression or of suspicion, and he gets into his car and he drives off. The day goes on and classes are done. You guys meet in anthropology. 4 of you have the class together. And you see that as during the whole day, you see that at the track, at like I completely forgot what they called that, the sand pit of the long jump. There is a bunch of flowers, a bunch of letters, and a bunch of pictures. Now you guys congregate to anthropology. The 4 of you see each other. 2 of you might not actually enjoy this fact that you have to see each other. But then it's a small class.
Freya's gonna go over to Asteria. How is my favorite person in this
Oh.
class doing today?
Oh, you're always so kind to me. I'm doing great.
Mm.
Don't tell anybody, but Callie gave me his homework again.
I was actually gonna ask if I could look at yours.
Have at it.
And I wink at them, and start working on my homework.
The rest of you, what are you guys doing? Abel, and Mikey.
I stare really hard at Asteria and Freya speaking to each other.
I'm probably going to interrupt that gaze and talk to Mikey. Hey. he- So I wanted to apologize. I think I was probably coming on quite strong about maybe coming to my service at the church. And like, if that's not your thing, I completely get it. And I guess a slap was warranted instead of a no. But I just wanted to say I'm sorry if I sparked any anger. I think you and I could be really good friends, and you don't have to come to my service unless you want to. That's fine.
Abel the Almighty, give it a rest, my guy. We're tired. School
I-
just started.
God,
I'm
do
not
you ever
trying to-
talk about anything other than church?
I mean, I don't want to say it's my personality, but I
No, you don't
Sure.
have
Wow.
to. We
Feel
know
like
it is.
that.
Could you roll to persuade me or like use the hot
Yeah.
roll? Because I want to see if this works.
do I do that?
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
against me.
What do I roll?
Roll hot.
Yes, 2d6 and add your hot
Okay.
stat, or
Or
subtract depending on what your stat is.
It's -3.
I got a 6 and a 2 plus 1, so 9.
Okay.
Okay, with a 9, that is a success but complicated, I believe.
Yeah. So I can give you a string or I choose one of the reactions. I am going to get embarrassed and act awkward here as Mikey will essentially like accept your apology. Like this is just a very, I think because of the morning that she just had, she's in a very like dissociative weird thing where people around her are being very morbid or Freya, and the like very sudden like just genuine like energy and air that you have, she's just like set off a little bit and she's just like, oh no, I react really devastatingly. So I'm sorry. I shouldn't have slapped you. You were just trying to talk to me about literally anything, and depending on what you were gonna say, because the shirt that you wear sometimes it makes me want to slap you.
Oh.
But it's not it's not my problem. So I'm sorry. And
Okay. Well, I have this shirt in different colors, so if there's a color that makes you not want to slap me, you can always text me.
I think Asteria leans in and whispers, "Babes, I don't think it's the color."
Oh. Well, I wanted to bring you an apology blueberry muffin. So here is the muffin, and I'm going to sit down and wait for our professor.
Careful, he probably put Kool-Aid in that.
I just
Sorry.
start to eat it.
I did not mean for Freya to be a bully. I'm gonna say that right now. It's just coming out.
Oh my god, don't bully me.
And as you guys sit in your seats, class goes on. Abel, your girlfriend. Oh no, not your girlfriend.
Best friend.
Your best friend's girlfriend is in your class. Not your best friend, but your best friend's girlfriend is there. Blonde, has like fringe bangs, has the really thick headband, very church Bible look. And they come up to you and say, Abel, have you I guess everybody's heard there's been tragic loss, but these guys are still planning to throw a party this week. It's very insensitive.
I think during these times, Bethany, we have to allow people to have their fun. I mean, joy is something that us humans are allowed to have, but you know what we can do? Call Danny. We can stand outside the party and hand out Bibles as they go in.
Oh my god, that's such a great idea. The three of you hear this. Like the other three of you hear this because this is being spoken out loudly in class. After class. Yeah, we can. You know what? I just might do that. I just might do that. Oh my god, you're such a wonderful spirit. All right, I'll call Danny right now.
Yeah, tell him I said hello.
I'll call
What party?
Danny. And just the three of you feel like the whole "I'll call Danny" is an insecure girl when their boyfriend hangs out with anybody else other than her. She's like, I'll call Danny. And she
What?
starts to walk away.
What party?
You ask Bethany?
Sure. Yeah. I say it kind of out loud.
And she's just like,
Freya turns their body completely to face so they can hear too.
yeah, and they just like, oh, Pi Epsilon, this like yearly thing that they do. Like when we lost poor Haley, they also threw a party. It's just they're just so selfish. And like instead of like putting it to something productive, like I don't know, maybe taking funds
Okay,
for the
fuck
green-
off.
Okay. And she starts to walk away.
Fabian, I might be misremembering something, but is my
Yes.
sister in Pi Epsilon?
Well, Pi Epsilon is a fraternity.
It's a fraternity. Okay, cool.
Yes. I mean, your sister most likely would go to like the parties.
Right. Yeah.
Freya turns around at Asteria and says, "Want to be my date?"
Oh, you know I would, but I promised Callie I would hang out with him the whole time. He gets nervous at parties sometimes.
All right, well, I'll see you there and pour you a drink or something.
Thank you. I think Asteria turns to Mikey and like leans in and goes, "So are you coming?"
Me?
Yeah. To the party?
If you want me, if I can.
Of course you can. What do you mean?
Then yeah, I can. I will. I'll go.
You can help
Awesome.
me. You can help me pass out Bibles
No.
if you want.
Is it
like,
just me,
okay.
or does it feel like every time he speaks like a dog passes away. Anyway, Callie, let's go. And they just grab Callie's arm and walks out.
And as you walk out, you don't even notice, but you bump into a kind of bigger student. He's like 6'5", just really wide. He's in the wrestling team. And he just stops. You just are stopped by just his presence. And he says, "You," and just pokes Callan on the chest. Right outside. Okay, sure. Doesn't even question it. And it's just the 5 of you in class. Just
Asteria
closes the
definitely
door.
turns to Callum and goes, "What the fuck was that about?
Are you in
Who is
danger?
that?"
No, he asked them to stay outside and wait for the rest of you. And this guy is coming into the room, closing the door, and addressing the 4 of you.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, then Asteria steps up to him. "I'm sorry, but you just kicked out my friend, and I was actually leaving. So if you could
Are you a
move."
substitute teacher?
Abel,
No.
shut up.
No, I'm not, dude. Freya, you know this as Mac. He is one of your kind. He's like, "Look, I know what you are, and I know what the rest of you are, and there's a problem."
The rest of us.
What does that mean?
Freya
don't
kind
know
of like
what-
looks around the room and goes, "No fucking way! I'm not the only fucking werewolf here."
Excuse me? I'm definitely
That was
not
a joke. I watch a lot
werewolf.
of Twilight.
Yeah, werewolves aren't real.
Right.
Let's
Look,
be honest.
look. We know that there are other kinds of things out there, and we've been keeping an eye on the rest of you. And and he starts to sit on the professor's desk. "Look, we didn't want to get anybody else involved, but nobody wants to step up, and here's the thing. You're the last people I need to ask. This whole Dylan Riggs thing is kind of fishy.
Okay, no way you're putting that on us.
Oh no, I'm putting it on us." And he kind of like centers it around like all of you. Like, "Look, you can say yes or no to what I'm about to say, but I just need to ask. Look, none of you killed Dylan Riggs, right?"
No.
Why you,
Of course not.
Why you looking nervous? He goes, like, looks over to Mikey.
Mikey?
Because
Freya
I'm
stands
afraid
in front of the door.
I'm afraid of who is capable of doing it, or is capable of making it happen.
Wait, so you know who might have done it?
It's only a thought.
So this boy was eaten.
Yeah.
Eaton, I thought he was ripped
What?
apart.
Yeah.
Come on
And-
now.
Yeah, to get to the good parts.
You guys saw the Reddit post, right? I mean,
Okay,
if you guys
I-
are one of this kind.
I
you-
definitely didn't look at it that long. Okay, it was gross.
Right,
Yeah, somebody
Well,
wanted to get to the good parts, and that's why he was torn apart.
right.
Ew.
So when we mention kind, and y'all start to notice Abel's like a little confused. For context of that, he doesn't necessarily believe in monsters or anything like that. He
Yeah.
just he senses what he believes as sinners, and that he also has sin in him, which makes sense. So, so when you say like our kind, like you mean like those who need to be brought to light?
No, something's off about you, and we've been keeping an eye, and
Oh,
we can't put our finger on it.
if it
Oh,
makes you
trust me,
feel
we all
better,
think there's something off with Abel.
if it makes you feel better, I'm also keeping an eye on you. And he shows you the notebook of every monster, like the name of every monster in the school. Yeah. So you're right there on page 7.
Yeah. So
Freya's gonna push Abel.
Freya.
I just wanna see something. I just wanna see something. And I'm gonna just push Abel and see if he gets angry.
I don't think Abel would get angry.
Okay, never mind. He's not one of us, man. I don't know what you thought.
You will
Okay,
see
what is
you
one
will-
of us?
You will see his the yellow in his eyes are more predominant though.
Freya gets really close looking at your eyes. I always knew there was something fishy.
Cryptids, monsters, weirdos.
Sexy. Right?
Hey,
I mean, yeah.
hey, it's on our minds. It was on our minds.
Thank you. Okay. Well,
Look,
I'll
not
be
gonna
the first.
I'm not gonna force you guys.
I'll be the first to admit that it is fishy. All right. I know we all thought that Haley did whatever happened to her to herself. But it's weird that this fraternity has had a party after both deaths. I think
Yeah,
that's
it is
weird.
kind of weird.
I mean,
I always thought it was just like a way to like get the school together, you know.
pretty
and
much.
not
These
think about
fucking
it.
idiots don't really know anything about us, and we want to keep it that way.
Mm,
But whatever happened to Dylan might make it bad for us. Get what I'm saying now?
I mean,
right.
to be fair, I didn't think Haley took her own life anyway. I mean, I thought it was pretty obvious.
I mean, that girl was bullied to hell and back. I can't. Look, I don't know.
This as a GM question.
Yes.
Was sorry. Was Haley also part of the track team?
No. Haley was just
Okay.
a sweet girl who got bullied and decided to do the worst to herself.
Is what the news said.
Is what every source said. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So if news gets out that a monster ate Dylan, then we're all fucked,
Yep.
right?
Yep. So, look, I'm gonna make this easy. If you hear anything, let me know. Or you can take care of it yourselves. That would be great. I'm just giving you a heads up. And I'm sorry to your friend over there. He just didn't really need to know about this.
I mean, bold of you to assume that Callie won't know. I mean, he's my best friend. He knows everything.
Okay, well, I don't know how this works. All right, I just want to wrestle, and now this is happening.
Well, I guess now that it involves our kind, I guess my statement of not wanting to get involved is kind of out the window.
I
mean,
think it's really unfair that we have to do this. Like, I've only been part of our kind for like a month.
Yeah, dude, and also monsters be damned. We're still just kids, basically.
that's
Like,
why
I
I'm
just
s-
want to finish school.
That's why I'm saying you can say no.
I'll help.
I think this could be a fun opportunity for all of us to work together and maybe create good friendships. and bring light to the rest of the school.
See,
Yay.
All right, well, maybe this will be good revenge for my ex who made me like this.
When you
Maybe.
say made me like this, did you get punched like earlier today, timeline wise?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have a condition on yourself right now.
Mhm.
Could I, and this is going to be a want from the GM, you can say no. Can I use one of my moves to remove a condition on Freya?
Sure. What is the move that you're?
I'm going to do soul debt.
Somebody's gonna save me.
I'm gonna use can I use the one string that I have on Laurel to give to the dark power?
Sure.
Okay. So put that to 0. I go over to Freya and I go, yeah, and we can obviously help each other out. Like this. And he like prays. Amen. And then like boops your nose. And it like gets rid of like the darkness from the like the bruising and also like the condition that you had.
How you're
Yeah.
feeling, basically, Laurel, is that your self-consciousness is alleviated. You feel more relaxed, more, I would say, more carefree, more a little back to normal. Whatever that, whether you can chalk it up to smoking so much weed that you forgot that it happened, or whether Abel's thing worked. You're not really sure. But what I can say about Abel is you do hear a voice in the back of your head, and it is a booming voice that says, "My child, you have absolved this one of their problems. Good work."
Thank you.
Wow, suddenly I feel sexier. I don't.
Because I completely forgot about one of the moves that I had taken. One of gold, one of lead. When someone turns you on or persuades you of something, Blizz, technically, I would take a string on you here or give you a condition. I would love to, if Fabian, you'll let me retroactively kind of like look at this scene and just wish so hard that Abel didn't do that or wouldn't have done that. And I'm going to pass self-conscious onto you now.
I think I'm self-conscious.
Yep. Okay.
Great.
I'll let that go through. And Mac just goes, "Look, I have a lot of things going on, right? Again, like I said, if you want to help, great. If you don't want to help, it's fine. Don't worry your pretty little heads. But if you do hear anything, if you can let me, that'll be great. If you can, and he takes like a piece of paper, he writes it, and clearly is like a little flustered at this point. You've been starting to see this whole time his facade of being a tough guy, like tough as nails, just like no nonsense, is starting to crack and break the whole time. And he nervously writes something down on a piece of paper, and he like, Asteria, you notice this. His hands are his big meaty hands are shakingly passing a paper to you on a desk and says, yeah, you can let me know. Just send me a text or something.
I think Asteria leans in and just grabs the paper and goes, "You know, if you wanted my phone number, you could have just asked."
Really?
No. No, you couldn't have. But that's really sweet. Very
Oh.
sweet.
Ooh.
And I think I pass it to Freya and I go, "You can text him if we hear anything."
I already have his number, okay? Freya rips it up.
And this you see Max just deflated and just like, all right, whatever, and starts walking out.
I think Asteria, before he completely walks out, they walk up to him and just goes, "Look, that was really sweet, but if Callie knew you did that, he'd kill you. So just think of it as me basically saving your life."
You see this guy. He was 6'5" when he walked in, and now he's like 5'11" with the slump of just like kind of hearing what you say and just like throwing it back into his mind and just like being affected by the letdown and just walks away. Callie just comes in. It's like, so what was that about?
I'll tell you later. It's way too much information. Honestly, I'm getting a headache.
Oh, you want some like painkillers or Tylenol or something?
No, it's fine. I think I just need to eat. I think Asteria will
Yeah.
turn to everybody and go, "Do you guys want to eat?"
I want you to reject me the way that you just rejected Mac.
Wait, Mac hit on you?
Yes, it's fine. He was sweet. I just let him down gently, kind of.
Oh, okay. Well, it's cheesesteak day over at the food center if you guys want to head over.
I would
Anybody
like to
want in?
eat.
Freya puts the
Sick.
table in a headlock and goes, "Let's do this."
Wait, but I'm vegan.
I think they have vegan options too.
I'm like giving
Okay,
him a noogie. All weirdos are vegan. Come on.
Okay, I'll eat. Okay, fine.
And as you guys all walk towards the dining hall, we're gonna take our first break. We're gonna take a break. Maybe we'll have more, but now's your chance. Wait, before anything, see, okay, we can do the thing now. Yeah, all
We
right.
are starting the giveaway.
Yay, the thing!
Yeah, so
I love
remember,
things!
!grind to join the giveaway to get free copies of Liminal Horror and St. Julian's from our good friends at Plus One XP. Yeah, we will check you guys in a bit. See ya. Welcome back, everybody. How's it going? We have some announcements before we get through this. Joe, would you kindly?
Hello, everybody. As a reminder, !grind. If you want to win the chance to win 2 physical copies of 2 RPGs from the Plus One EXP store, we got St. Julian's, which again, Fabian worked on the art cover for, as well as a physical version of Liminal Horror First Edition. Bad House RPG's Grindhouse anniversary shots are going to be every Friday in February. So today, obviously, you are welcome to join us for Monsterhearts 2, GM'd by Fabian. Next week is going to be Candela Obscura, GM'd by Dan Pixel. February 21st is going to be Spirit of 77, GM'd by Kendo. February 28th, we round out the Grindhouse anniversary with Liminal Horror, GM'd by Ambrose. Midnight Rush is coming back this Tuesday, February 11th. You'll find Laurel and I and Fabian and Stella and Ambrose playing our Hunter the Reckoning show in the Greater Darkness Eternal universe taking place in New York. And as always, check out, one more thing. Slumber is our new liminal horror shows that are on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. ET, facilitated by Oleander or at Stray Nerd Boy. And as always, check out Bad House RPG's YouTube to find VODs of our other series. We are currently on a backlog at the moment, but you'll find the Darkness Eternal series up to date. That's it for announcements.
Hell yeah. And stick around to the end of the show for announcing who won today's giveaway. Like Joe said, if you want to join, still time, !grind in the chat to enter. And we'll get to that. on with the game. Yeah. You guys head to the dining hall. It is pretty much packed with students, but there is something new today. You see that beautiful woman, Miranda Brand, local news celebrity, interviewing students about Dylan Riggs, lost way too early, promising star of your school. They're going around interviewing, and as the 5 of you walk towards the dining hall, you all get stopped. It's like, excuse me, do you guys by any chance know Dylan Riggs? We're doing an interview right now about him and his athlete career as a student. Would you like to say any words?
I mean, he was a great athlete, right? Like, I mean, I played shot put in high school, so him and I kind of were friends growing up at the high school. He was gonna be in the Olympics, you know? You're really pretty.
Oh, thank you.
I think Asteria like kind of grabs her and goes, "Look, lady, obviously we all knew him. We went to school with him, but we literally just found out we lost him this morning. So maybe interviewing us isn't such a good idea this fresh." And Asteria grabs Ray and walks away.
I will say, my father owns the local church around here, so if anyone needs to, pray over their grieving or anything like that, we do have an open church, and I have a youth session starting on Tuesday at 8 p.m. If you would like to just talk about everything.
Asteria turns around and grabs Abel and goes, "So sorry about him. He's ill. Excuse us."
And as you walk away, you see Miranda's like, any of that usable? It's fine. There's a lot of students here.
I'm still there.
Oh.
And I think I just say 22 feet.
Sorry?
That was his best consistent long jump. And it was amazing. It had always been amazing since high school. And he was a great guy.
And she kind of pats you on the shoulder, and Dylan Riggs, so young and so talented. May he rest in peace. And the camera cuts. It's like, all right, thank you very much. And it kind of, whatever concern that she had during the closing of that video just disappears. And just, they walk away. And you enter the dining hall. There's a somber tone to it. People are eating, people are grieving, crying. You see a bunch of the track team are on one long table, just congregated together and talking about stories of what they remember about Dylan. And you guys are just there.
I need to take another edible. And I think Freya kind of like runs to the bathroom.
Okay.
Is Trevor sitting amongst?
Yes, Trevor is there. You see that his eyes looks like he put on some makeup and concealer just to bring down the puffiness of his eyes. But nobody's questioning him.
Is Dylan's girlfriend, is that correct? Is Dylan's girlfriend around?
Yes, she is also around the table.
What is her name?
Adele.
Adele.
Ooh.
Okay, Adele.
Could I go
Freya
over
runs
and
back.
could I go over and talk to the track team table, I guess?
Yeah.
I fall behind. I pretend that I'm not following, but I'm so like.
You approach the track table and everybody's like, "Oh, Abel."
Hey, I just wanted to reach out and say that I am here for you and God is here with you. If you have anything to say or any feelings that you just want to shout into the ether, uh, and I'm really sorry for your loss. Death can be a very scary thing, and
You hear one guy
you're not
just go,
alone.
you hear one guy just go like, "Look, man, if God was real, he wouldn't let a good guy like Dylan die. All right, so cut it with that like the hunky dory boo-hoo gaga fucking holy shit." And Trevor is just like, "Yo, dude, he's just trying to be nice to us.
Yeah,
Thanks, man."
maybe this wasn't the most appropriate time, but I just want you to know I am in your corner. And he like looks at Trevor directly when he says that.
And Trevor just locks eyes with you and just kind of gives you a smile and just nods. Like, look, say sorry to the guy, man. Yeah. Look, it's been a rough morning. Thanks, man.
No, okay.
Yeah.
You're going through a lot, and I completely understand.
He stands up
I'm
and
gonna
just
go.
gives you a big hug, just like a bear hug.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for the hug. It was really nice.
And then he
I'm
sees Mikey and just gives you a hug as well.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think Asteria like silently followed behind them and just goes, "Look, boys, as out of touch as he may be, he is just trying to be nice in his own way. We are really sorry for what happened to him."
Freya's handing out everybody edibles at the table.
Oh my god.
It's like the body of Christ. They just like, some of them just like, you feed it to them.
Yeah, just sticking it in their mouth.
Yeah.
May peace be with you.
Yeah.
And also with you.
I also have a question.
Sure.
Is anybody like in the school like weirded out by all of us hanging out together? Like, is
Like
this
the
normal?
four of you.
Yeah.
You look around and there are some stairs. It's like, what are these four doing? And like, I guess like some people chalk it up to like maybe they're working on a project together.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
Abel, before the two of you leave the table, Trevor approaches you, says, "Look, I really appreciate what you did this morning." Yeah.
No problem.
Look, I know a party sounds awfully insensitive, but the guys are planning to go to the Spy Epsilon party and just, they're turning into kind of like a vigil kind of thing, like in celebration of Dylan. And I was wondering if you wanted to go.
Oh, parties aren't really my, but they can be my thing.
Well,
I slap
yeah.
Abel on the back and I go, "What do you mean? You're literally going to the party this weekend, remember?"
I am.
Trevor, are you
Yeah.
going to the party this weekend?
Yeah, that's the party that I mean. Yeah. Well, they're kind of pivoting into kind of like a party / vigil kind of thing.
But the most important thing is that you both will be at the same party this weekend. And I just look at Abel and go, "Isn't that convenient? Y'all should hang out."
Yeah, we could hang out at the party. I'll see you there.
Yeah. He just holds out his phone. Put your number in there. I'll text you.
Okay. He puts his number in, hands it back, and goes, "I really like your shoelaces, by the way."
Thanks. I Nice khakis. I mean, I wasn't really. I need to head to the restroom. I'll see you this weekend.
Yeah, I'll see you for sure this weekend.
Asteria giggles and is like, shoelaces? Really? Also, you're welcome, by the way.
For what?
For wingmanning you.
We're
Freya
just
pops in and
friends.
smacks your back and goes, "You fucking hypocrite."
Yeah,
We're-
friends. All right, dude.
No, we're friends. He was at my father's church earlier today, and
Mhm.
I was a shoulder to cry on.
At the
Aw,
church, kinky.
That's so cute.
I'm gonna get mashed potatoes.
Also kinky.
And you get mashed potatoes. And while you're by the track runners, one girl stands out and is just mean mugging you, Mikey. And the two of you haven't really met this person, but Mikey, you know this is your sister.
Whoa, check out Freaky over there. Why is she staring so hard?
Yeah, Mikey.
What?
Why is she staring so hard?
Mikey, do you know her? What's up?
She's my sister.
Oh. Well, we should invite her to come sit with us.
No.
Yeah?
Mm,
She stands up
What?
and starts walking towards the three of you. And she kind of whispers in gritted teeth, "What are you doing?"
We were gonna sit down somewhere else. We just wanted to say our condolences.
Better. Mac's been asking around. You better not find out that it was you.
Because it would be me and it wouldn't be you.
Why would it be me?
I'm so confused. What would be either of you?
It's none of your business, airhead.
Airhead? I'm sorry, but the last time I checked, you were the one who walked up to us and started yapping your little mouth off.
I'm talking to my sister. That's why.
Well, now you're talking to all three of us.
Little
I
airhead.
take another edible and I shove it in your hand. And I go, "Someone needs a chill pill."
I didn't know that you were hanging around this one again. Really
This
desperate, huh?
one. Are you gonna talk about yourself like that? Because you hit on me before she did.
We're not gonna.
I need you to roll me, Laurel, 2d6 and cold to shut someone down.
What's my cold?
You're cold.
-1.
-1.
Okay, so that's 4 + 4 - 1.
So 7.
7.
Here.
7 is just at the cusp, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, hey, you can either, they can lose a string on you, which they don't have. If they have no strings, you gain one on them. They gain a condition, or you can take one forward. Taking one forward means you get a +1 to a roll later on. But you can also give them a condition, or you can take a string.
I want that +1 to a roll later on.
Okay. She's just like, whatever. And she looks at you, Freya, and then looks back at Mikey. Well, if it isn't either of us, then maybe it's one of your friends over here. You better watch your back. And she walks away.
Can I, before she walks away,
Sure.
can I come to the table or like walk towards the table and holding a plate of mashed potatoes, just go,
Freezing.
uh, oh, hey, we made a new, and then I am going to trip,
Okay.
and the mashed potato plate should land on sis.
Yes.
High School Musical.
It just lands on her varsity jacket. It's just like, what the fuck?
I'm so sorry. Sorry, my shoe was untied.
Asteria literally stumbles over laughing their ass off and just goes, I am so sorry. Our new friend here is just such a klutz. You might want to get that cleaned up.
I can get some wet naps, and he tries to like get like a napkin, and it's only making it worse.
Get away from me. Fuck
Okay.
all of you. And she starts walking away. Everybody's staring, and she's pretty embarrassed. Just for that, I'm just going to give her a condition, embarrassed.
Mashed potatoes condition.
Mashed potatoes. And as they leave, you find some of the people you hear around from some of the people, and this is throughout the rest of like the 3 more days leading up to like the weekend. And it's pretty weird that like Dylan, who passed away, gets this like kind of like vigil. Haley didn't. And the thing is, people have been like people have been like hearing these rumors that like, you know, the thing that the main suspect right now is like just a beautiful woman that has been going around. Because unfortunately, not only is Dylan the only one who's being celebrated and remembered on the party, but there ended up being 2 more victims after Dylan in succession.
I mean, if the main suspect is a beautiful woman, I swear it wasn't me, guys.
And
sorry, that was clearly too soon. Sorry.
And the party is nearing. Do you guys do anything in the afternoon before the party happens?
Can I hang out with Danny?
Sure.
And talk to Danny at least.
Yeah. Danny has been not distant, but not to his fault. Danny has been distant because of the lack of information. You see Danny is on this Saturday, shows up at the church, bringing a bunch of donations, like donated clothes to the church. As they walk up down the aisle of the church, you see them with a huge box, and they see you. It's like, hey, man, how's it going?
Danny, I run over, I put my arm like over him, being like, what's up, man?
He
I haven't
puts
seen you
down
at
the box
school.
and gives you a hug.
How's classes? How's everything? I have a class with Bethany, and she's really cool. She's a lot of fun, and I miss hanging out with her.
Yeah, she didn't really mention that. I didn't know that.
Oh, that's weird. I told her to tell you. I said hello. Maybe she just forgot. It happens.
Maybe, yeah. You know, it's been rough. Professor Solace, you know, has been running me ragged. You know, he's asking me to be a TA, but I'm already like too busy. I had to fix around my schedule. That's why we don't have class together, unfortunately. But yeah,
you should do it though. Like Professor Solus Darth, yeah, he's one of my favorite professors, and I would be so jealous if you got to TA for him. But you're also really smart, so
yeah. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like I can give it a word. I mean, he talks about you all the time too. So, I don't think it's far off that he'll give you the gig.
Oh, I mean, that would be nice. I know he comes to visit Pops at church all the time. So,
Yeah.
yeah. How are you? Have you been working out? And he like squeezes Danny's muscles.
Not really working out. Just like loading up boxes. I mean, I'm volunteering over at the um like the shelter downtown, and just like helping around, doing repairs. It's been crazy. Bethany is a little I don't want to say upset, but she's been missing me, and I miss her too. But people need help, especially winter's coming. So
I will say I miss you too. But I know that you're busy and doing amazing things. And hey, you look really good.
and he grips your shoulder. It's like, I miss you too.
Well, hey, we're gonna have to we gotta have a sleepover. I'm gonna tell my dad that you're coming over next weekend and we're gonna play Super Smash Brothers and it's
I
gonna be a
mean,
fun night and you can stay the night.
why wait next week? I mean, you're going to this party tonight, this vigil tonight, right? Maybe we can head back home after.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely do that. We should are you still down to pass out Bibles in the front yard?
Um, I don't think I have time for that. I might get there later. But yeah, I'll definitely, definitely see you there.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
I'll see if I can help if there's time, or if there's any Bibles left. Yeah.
Yeah, take your time. I will wait forever for you.
Yeah. And he gives you like a really hug, and you feel the heft of his chest against yours, and his hands just pull you in close. There is a definite closeness between the two of you. There's a connection there. But then after he drops the box off at the church, he leaves, he drives off. The rest of you, what are you guys doing during the afternoon before party?
Freya's
I
been
think-
doing her like meditations so she doesn't like lose her cool. She just needs to not be angry, and she feels kind of angry and she's not really sure why yet. And then she's gonna take a really long shower and like make herself look hot and like smell really good. And that's it.
Okay. Hysteria.
I think Hysteria is definitely with Callan and like updating him on everything that happened at school
Okay.
and like what's to be expected.
What kind of setup are you guys? Like, how are you guys hanging out? You guys at your home? Are you guys out like
I think
somewhere?
we went to go get matcha.
Yeah. Okay. So would you guys be at the matcha place or just walking around town after getting?
Probably sitting down in the matcha place.
Yeah. So he just leans in and is like, this is. Wait. And for everybody to know, does Callan know about your true nature?
Yes.
Okay. I'm worried about you. Look, if these victims actually got done in by some monster, like, what does that mean for you?
Well, it means that we're in deep shit if we don't find the person who actually did it. Because, in case you forgot, I too am a monster. And Asteria like leans in and whispers it.
You're barely a monster. No one would think that of you. I certainly won't.
What, because I'm too pretty? Please.
No.
The minute anybody finds out who I am, what I can do, I'm just as good as anybody who can be blamed for what's happening. So I wanted to stay as far away from it as possible, but it doesn't look like I can. And now I am hanging out with people that I don't usually hang out with, though it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I don't know.
You feel his hand on yours, and he just says, like, I'll make sure nothing happens to you. I might be just a man, but hey.
Callie, please.
What?
You're far more than just a man, and I know you'll do anything to protect me, but it's this also not your fight. And I'm not trying to get you hurt either.
I mean, I think it's more my choice. I just want to make sure that you're safe. Can't even imagine what I would do if something happened to you.
Well, that's why you're my forever date. And that's why I took you to get my ceremonial matcha before the party tonight, or the vigil. It's still weird. I mean, people are right. Having a party immediately after somebody's been murdered, isn't that a little strange?
Yeah, I mean, I hear that they can't refund some of the things, and, losing money for a frat house is bad, so.
Yeah, whatever. Frat house be damned. It's also weird that Haley never got a vigil. I mean,
yeah,
she deserved it just as badly as he did.
Honestly.
And the other deaths
more,
that have happened,
maybe.
Oh, definitely more.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely tried my best to make her feel welcomed.
It sucks because, like,
there's only so much I can do.
Yeah, it sucks because, like, everybody's been saying Dylan's all this great guy. Dylan was the one who locked Haley in the bathroom one day. It took 12 hours before people found her.
Yeah, well, you know how it is. People die and suddenly all of the good traits that they had and all the bad traits go away. I mean, remember what happened when the Queen died? That was terrible.
Never happened to Margaret Thatcher, though.
True.
She was purely evil, I guess. But no, yeah, it's just weird. All these guys were dicks to Haley. And now they're getting a vigil. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. I can't think about this anymore until I have to. For now, I just want to drink my matcha and meditate in the sunlight.
And he kind of goes quiet. Forever date, huh?
Okay, shut up. You know what I meant.
Okay.
Freya's punching the air somewhere.
Mikey, are you doing anything in the afternoon?
I am gonna do, speaking of meditating, I think I am just sort of like, I have my shoes off in a tree clearing near a river right now, and I like to gaze into the abyss.
Sure.
To see if there's anything any visions that I can learn just through nature itself.
Roll me dark, please.
Oh, that's bad. That's only a 6.
Only a 6. I just need to consult the book here real quick. Gaze into the abyss.
Give me a condition. Fuck me up.
Okay. What you see as you gaze into the abyss is lips. And I think the best person to describe what you see, Freya, can you describe the last time that you and Mikey shared an intimate moment with each other?
Can I do that? I think. So we dated in high school. I am the reason that Mikey came out. Freya was not very nice to anyone in high school. She's not a whole lot better now, but like back then she just didn't have a whole lot of guilt because she was the only hot lesbian in high school. So I think one of our last intimate moments was probably not very nice. Maybe I kind of left her a little bit without any aftercare, if you know what I mean.
Yes, and in the heat of passion and throes of desire, you are stuck there alone, cold, and without anyone to support you. And you just focus on that part of your life and of that memory. And the abyss gives you a condition. I say that you are longing. Whenever it is, when it comes to being alone or anything that pertains to your relationship with Freya, gives you a certain kind of ache. But that's not the only thing that you get. I will give you something outside of that. A beautiful girl lit with warm light around the darkness, the sea of people staring. There is a certain danger in their eyes, and you're not sure, but seems like a future for you and maybe for your friends as well. How did you gaze into the abyss?
I think almost as if my hands literally phase through a tree. I just sort of dig my hands deep into the bark.
And during that whole ordeal, you feel like you were ripped through this tree, and your hands and your feet and your knees, your shoulders, your face are covered with dirt and mud and leaves. You're still clothed, but everything is dirty. You feel exhausted, tired, and dehydrated.
Okay. And then I will swiftly go back to my dorm to get dressed and cleaned up before the party.
The party comes around, and Abel, in front of the church, you see a car, a regular sedan, waiting for you. And it is... Why did I forget his name?
Which one?
My brain.
Danny?
No, not Danny.
Trevor.
Trevor.
Solace?
Trevor is waiting for you, picking you up to go to the party.
Oh, you didn't have to pick me up. I could have walked.
Oh no, it's I asked if you wanted to go, and you know,
Oh,
beats walking in the cold. I mean, it's getting colder.
Yeah. Well, wait, am I your +1?
I don't think it's like a +1 thing, but yeah, I thought you might needed a ride.
Oh, well, I guess I did need a ride. And I'm gonna get in the car.
It smells of cherries and kind of this weird incense like note from like a car air freshener. You see it masking like somewhat like the sweaty like apparel that they throw in their car whenever they're done with practice. And see that like a lot of the car has been cleaned, more so in preparation for having somebody to ride.
Oh, it smells really nice in here. Did you just clean your car?
Yeah, like they did a number on it. You know, full service cleaning, you know.
Yeah. It smells amazing. You look really cool too.
Yeah.
These are my party clothes, and you see him like in it's a white button down, but it is tailored. It is fitted.
Yeah.
His dress pants are also like skinny suit dress pants, and it
Yeah.
is also fit. Like he looks good, has gold on. Yeah, this is all I own for the
No,
party. It might be
it looks good.
overdressing.
It looks good on you. Like it looks like you. You know, it's I mean, it looks a little stuffy. I mean, do you mind? Can I? And he reaches over and unbuttons the top button of your shirt.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah, it's more.
yeah,
You
I
look
guess
more loose. You look more relaxed.
okay, yeah, because I'm not trying to come off as like a stickler at a party. Um, this is my first ever party. Well, that isn't a church party.
He's still leaning in towards you, and as he speaks, you smell this very muted scent, like perfume, and just like you smell mouthwash, and he just says, "No, it's fine. We'll do. I'm glad you came."
I'm glad I came too. I'm glad that I'm coming along with you.
And he kind of stops himself, realizes what this kind of looks like, and he just sits back in his seat. A seatbelt?
I think in this moment Abel doesn't know what to do, so he kind of grabs his hand that isn't on the wheel and goes, also, I know that you've been dealing with a lot this week, and I just want you to know if you ever need anyone, I'm here with you. And I rub like the top of his hand to like kind of just let him know that I'm here.
I'm gonna ask the table here. Do you want this to happen? I think this is gonna happen.
I think it's happening.
As you do that, he grabs your hand gently, and he plants a kiss on you.
Wait, he plants a kiss on me?
Yep.
Oh, I think for a second he kisses back.
Okay.
And then pulls away and goes, "Oh, so, sorry, that's not that's not what I meant to do."
Sorry. You didn't even notice he takes his hand off of your thigh. And just I'm sorry.
No,
He starts to drive.
that was okay. If you need any other way of letting that, I mean, if you
No, it's fine. That was my mistake. Look, I
no,
read
it
something
wasn't
wrong.
a mistake.
Oh,
Yeah, it wasn't a mistake. It happens once, twice.
okay. And he turns on the radio, and your silence is cut by, I don't know, they had Fall Out Boy playing probably. Um, like early Fall Out Boy, and you guys drive to the party. And the rest of you, for Asteria, you are being picked up. But not by the whole crew this time. Callan is there, just standing outside. Just waiting.
I think Asteria walks out because Callan has a thing of not texting them to let them know that he's there. He just waits for them
Yeah.
to come out. And like, well, of course you're here on time. How long have you been waiting this time?
Waiting? No. I just got here. What are you talking about?
You're a terrible liar. You look handsome, though.
And you see him stammer. It's just like, you look amazing as always, yeah.
Callie, relax. We're just going to a party. It's not like I dressed any differently. Okay, maybe a little differently. This dress is new.
You just look magical.
Shut up.
And he
Doof.
holds out his arm.
Oh, so we're being the gentleman today.
I'm
I
always a
see.
gentleman. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mhm. Yeah, just ask Nikki exactly how gentlemanly of it was you to pull out her chair from underneath her.
Well, it's Nikki.
And she'll hold it against you forever, you know that.
Why do you think I'm always in the back seat?
Come on, let's go. We're gonna be late.
Sorry, I don't drive, so walking is fine.
Walking's fine, Kelly. Come on.
And he looks as if he wants to say something, but he doesn't. Feels like he can't. And you walk together. Freya, you're picking someone up.
Yeah. So Freya has like a janky ass motorcycle that she's been driving since she was 16. And she is going to pick up Mikey. And she's gonna knock on Mikey's door. I don't know if Mikey was expecting Freya though. So Freya's gonna knock on Mikey's door.
I open the door and I'm like freshly showered, wearing what I'm not what I would usually, because your usual of what Mikey wore was much different. It's oversized clothing, some little accoutrements here and there. Looks at you, wet hair. What?
Listen. I feel like us like connecting today was like getting off on the wrong foot, and I know I was see you next Tuesday to you a few years ago. And if we're gonna be fighting crime together, I don't know, I figured I'd apologize. So this is me apologizing for being a bitch to you.
Are the murderers the only reason that you're choosing to apologize?
No, Mikey. I feel bad, okay? I feel bad. a really cool person, and I feel bad. And I felt bad for a while, and I know I'm still a slut, and I know I still be fucking everybody, but I still feel bad. So, can you just like let me drive you to this fucking party, and then maybe we can like be friends again?
We'll start with the ride, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Hell yeah. And I give her my helmet. And I only have one, so I'm the badass without a helmet on. You're gonna have to hold on to my waist, and I'm not hitting on you, I swear. I just want you to be safe.
I know how this works. I've done it before. We've done it before.
Yeah, we have. Sorry, I'm so sorry. And then Freya starts
I just
the
like
motorcycle.
I like pinch your like back or whatever skin I can get from behind you.
She kind of ticklish, like, let's go.
And the two of you ride into the evening, heading towards this party. And this vigil starts very wholesome. People created a shrine for all three of the victims. All the pictures, mostly all of them athletes, different sports, lacrosse, rowing, long jump. And for a moment there, as everyone was telling their stories, people handing out Bibles, the silence is cut by a beat drop where this party begins. A guy named Greg just yells, "These fuckers would have wanted us to celebrate their lives. Let's go!" And they just start partying. Kegs are brought out. Lights are dimmed and start strobing, and people moving around. From like their heavy clothes, they don like their coats, they take them off as they enter into the frat house, going into the basement, into the other rooms and dimensions of this house, all more scantily clad than they were a few moments ago. The rest of you there congregate. You see Nikki and Chase are there. Nikki is hitting on this guy. Chase is completely failing to smack on one of these girls. You see just a bunch of people. You see like the girl that Freya was with earlier making out with another girl. It's just pure madness and chaos. And the dim lights, Mikey, you look, as you guys were in the basement, you look at the dance floor to see one woman, beautiful, lit in orange. She looks back at you silently, and the rest of you see her as well. There's a familiarity. You've met this girl before. And she disappears into the crowd.
Did y'all see
Wait.
that?
Wasn't that
No, it literally can't be. Right?
It was probably someone else. Probably someone else.
If it's someone else, they are gorgeous, and I need to go find them. And Freya tries to follow.
I look at Asteria and sort of like hold your hands into mine. We defy all logic and expectation of literally any rules of existence and bending of will. There has to be something that you can do. Someone you can call, commune with, or something. Right?
Yeah. Let me try. I'm gonna use Beyond the Veil.
Oh. Okay. How do you present yourself? How do you look and gaze into the abyss? What does this look like?
I think Asteria goes off into like a quiet room. The closest that she can find at a party. They literally open up a door to a room, and I think they probably see like a couple making out, and they're like, "Leave."
Yeah. The couple are just like, they don't stop making out. They just stand up together, still welded to the lips, and just walk out and kind of take their drinks as well, and just close the door behind them.
God, that was so gross. I think they sit on the couch. They turn off all the lights that were on in the room. They sit on the couch and they close their eyes, and focus the energy into calling on the Fairy King.
All right. Roll me 2d6 and your dark, please.
In my dark.
Yes.
11.
Whew. Okay. Okay. All right. The room, dark as it is, the moon shines through the window. The illumination from this white glow starts to trace the walls of the room, as if it's like a spotlight on a theater stage. This soft glow turns into this radiant white light, and kind of like a hand puppet appears, and it shows you a girl that has been tormented, tortured, bullied. She walks through the halls of the school, and the shadow puppets continue to berate and make her life a miserable life, and until one figure, a person, a man, tall man, approaches her, consoles her, speaks to her. This man, while you can't see any form of intimacy or any form of physical contact, cares. They together walk to a house. And as the shadow puppets continue, you see the wood of this house splintered, dark. And you see a knife. And you see blood. And you see the man sitting in front of them. It's this young woman is taking their last breaths. The rest is too much to handle. You fight the urge to look away as this man does unspeakable things. They take a book and they read out loud. You see the woman come back to life. And then the woman who goes back to these men who tormented her. But she's always too late. She's too late to save them. But she needs to feed. You gain a string on Professor what's his name?
Darth?
Yes. You have
Professor
a
Darth.
string on Professor Darth. And the Fairy King bows with their shadow, and the light comes back, returns to normal. The door bursts open as a figure stands in front of you. Asteria. The silhouette, tall and male, holding a beer cup. It says, "What do you mean by forever date? I need to know." It's
Helen,
Callan
you
who's
scared
drunk.
the fuck out of me.
I am so sorry. He starts to sit on the ground next to you. Are we ever gonna just be more than friends? I don't know. I think there's something here, right? I'm drunk.
I think Asteria grabs him by the face and like kisses him gently and goes, "That's what I mean by forever date. But we are not doing this when you're drunk. So come on, we're leaving. Get up."
He gets up. He looks at you. He kisses you on the forehead. And he says, "All I needed to hear." And he kind of stumbles out. And he goes with you. The rest of you see Asteria walk out with Callan.
Freya is still looking for the pretty woman.
Freya, as you're looking for the pretty woman, you see in the kitchen where the fridge is open, you hear crunching and gnawing as you see chowing on a raw rib. It's this beautiful girl in like this lace dress. The bloody sinew from this meat, you see that this isn't the first thing that they grabbed, and this is probably third, fourth, fifth thing that they've already fed on. And they look at you like a doe in headlights.
Hungry, huh?
She says, "Yeah, everybody's in danger."
Yeah, I know. I hand her a towel.
She takes the
wipe
towel.
off the blood.
Takes the towel, and she kind of, her hand kind of brushes against yours, and you see her like inhale. Smell nice.
You don't want to eat me, though. Are you who I think you are?
You don't know.
And I think Freya kind of like goes to like brush her hair out of her face.
You see Haley. Haley was never not pretty. Haley was just a nerd. Haley was just insecure about themselves and never projected the actual beauty that they have. Haley was, if probably, a crush to one of those guys. But Haley wasn't the popular girl. So it's easier to pick on them than to date them.
All right. I get out my phone and I'm going to send a text to our group. And I say, it's Haley. Meet me out back. And I kind of put the towel around her and I go, hey, let's go talk somewhere more quiet. I promise I'm safe.
I don't know if I am. And she kind of grabs your wrist.
And I kind of make a joke. I'm like, hey, you're going to have to buy me dinner first. Let's just go outside.
She kind of loosens her grip. She says, follow me. And she kind of leads you somewhere. She leads you to a shed in the back where there's a lot more woods.
I'm going to click the sound on my phone just so if anybody sends me a text, it makes a sound.
Okay. What are the other people doing?
I have been waiting on Asteria, but then I think I look at Abel. Is Abel like hanging out with Trevor throughout this, or like hanging around the like little party?
I'm hanging around the little party, but like I am making eyes at Trevor, and Trevor is probably making eyes back at me.
Yeah.
Trevor is intentionally trying to make you jealous by talking to another guy.
I think Mikey's like look again, her big, wide, worried eyes flitting around very fast. Kind of clocks what's going on a little, or at the very least, Trevor's intention. She's just like waiting outside the bathroom, whatever. So you don't think that there's anything wrong with you?
Okay, you got me. Me and Trevor kissed.
I don't care about that.
Is just now walking and goes, what?
No, it was an accident.
I knew it. I knew
Emotions
it.
were
Don't
high.
play games.
And I
Emotions.
literally don't care. I literally don't care.
I care. That's so cute.
Other than that, you don't think that there isn't kinship?
I think God put me on this earth to bring light to all of you, and I can sense that all of us, even myself, need this light. So I'm willing to work with you all to help you get there. But
You really know how to suck the joy out of every conversation you have. You know that, right?
this party's fun.
Yeah, man.
He sips on his water. What about you, Mikey? Are you having fun at this party?
No, Abel.
you see in the distance somebody goes woo and does a keg stand, and it is your sister, Mikey.
We should do a keg stand.
No,
I feel like you would have fun
no,
if you did a keg stand.
I think
no.
the two of you kind of. She grabs onto you, Abel, in clear need of like, it's a move for comfort. I don't know if Freya ever found out, and I don't know if either of you did either, but she's the reason that I'm not on the track team.
Oh, come here. And he's gonna like kind of hug you. Uh, we hate the track team, and we we hate the track team now because you would have been a perfect addition to that team.
And a silent
Wow.
vibration hits the three of you on your phones. A text from Freya revealing Haley is the woman you just saw.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about what I saw. We have to meet up with Freya. Come on.
Okay.
As you guys are
I
running
think I start
over,
guiding them down there. I'm guiding them out there. I'm running.
yeah, as you guys are running towards this shed, Freya, you follow Haley as she was only following the scent of blood. Hacking noises can be heard behind a tree, followed with grunting. And you see a bunch of beer cans next to the and you see Haley, the glimmer of hunger in her eyes, but also fear.
Stay behind me, Haley. Oh God. I am going to. Okay, so
You see that there is an axe and a shovel near the shed.
yeah, I'm gonna grab the axe and move towards the sound.
As you're moving towards the sound, the squelching and splotching gets louder. And it stops as you start to hear chanting in a different language. If you knew what Latin was, maybe this sounded like Latin. You're not quite sure.
And that's my cue, and I'm going to rush them with the axe.
As you rush them, roll me to lash out with your volatile.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. 6, 5 plus. What's my volatile? It's good. I think it's 2.
+2.
Yeah. 6, 5 plus 2. What's that?
13.
13? I can't math. I'm gay.
You also, if this person gets harm, you're gonna take a string on them.
Yes.
When do I turn into my little furry side?
You
How
can
does that work?
right now if you want to.
You can right now if you want. You can induce it.
I think I want to make sure that this is like a monster before I do that.
You see this axe strike true on the chest of this man, this male figure in the dark. The two beady white eyes looking at you, its breath condensed, creating these kind of puffs of condensation. And it takes out the axe, drops it on the ground. You see that its teeth are jagged and are reflecting the moonlight at you. And you hear from behind you, "You did this to me."
What?
Professor,
Was that-
why did you do this to me? Yeah, it's Haley.
Mm.
You're between Haley and this creature. You see, as the three of you arrive, you hear this. "I am but a humble servant of my Lord, my Savior, my God."
Freya's gonna slowly slip into her furry form.
You
I don't know,
start
man. This
to-
seems real fucked up.
Yeah, you start to transform and say, he says, these sacrifices are not enough, but maybe the blood of evil can suffice.
What is Abel's here, right?
Abel, you're here. You start to see
What is the voice in my head saying?
the voice in your head is saying, roll me 2d6 plus your dark, please, to gaze into the abyss.
Yeah, I'll gaze into the abyss.
Did I do any damage to this
Ooh.
guy?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so I have a string on him. Don't really know
You
what that
said
means.
dark?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a 7.
A 7. You hear the voice just goes, "My children are devoted. Are you not going to prove your devotion to me as your brother over there?"
Guys, I think this is okay.
No.
What?
Abel,
No.
it's not at all, actually. How? God, man.
Freya kind of looks at you with like anger, and she's like breathing like really heavy. Like, guys, I've only been like this for like a month, and I don't know how to control it. And this guy fucking sucks. And if you think this guy doesn't fucking suck, I'm gonna hit you too.
Oh no, please
It-
don't hit me. It's never mind.
Ah! I'm gonna pounce on this guy.
Sure. Do another lash out physically. So roll me 2d6 in your volatile. And what happens, we'll see, depending on what you get.
Also, as a reminder for Fabian,
Yes.
because we are all surrounding Freya, she subtracts 1 from any rolls against her.
Mm.
Yes.
Because I am the shield. Okay, so I got 8 with my roll, and then I get 2 with volatile, and then 1 more because of the string, right?
Yep.
Okay. I would suggest not using the string first
Oh, I
because
don't
the
have to use
10
string.
because the 10 is good enough.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
So you deal another harm and you gain another string, and you see Asteria as your companion pounces on this thing. The machete that they were handling slips out of their hand and approaches you, and right next to you at a tree just embeds itself there. You see, did you bring Callan?
Oh, absolutely.
Callan runs over and starts kicking the crap out of this professor.
That's my man.
I'm like pouncing on it. And I'm like, and Kellen's like,
Yeah.
ah.
And the thing is, yes.
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could run and go grab help.
Sure. Who were you planning to grab?
Maybe Trevor, or if I run into
Yeah, for
if
help.
probably Trevher.
Yeah, because you need
Or if
your
I run into like
partner in crime, right? Your partner.
Partner.
or Danny or Bethany if they are.
Here's the
No.
thing. You do actually run into Danny.
How far do I run into Danny? Like, if the house is here, this is where everyone else is. Where's Danny between that?
Danny is like right in the back, like you run inside the house and you see Danny's just like lost in translation within the house.
Oh, Danny.
Abel, yeah, what's up?
The professor is really bad.
Huh? What do you mean?
He's currently doing what it looks like to be a sacrifice to the Lord. In the
I mean, we
near those
always do
gen-
sacrifices to the Lord.
like what kind of sacrifices?
You know, like fasting, like abstinence, like stuff like that.
Yeah, but like, what about murdering someone and then opening a book to like summon something? It seems like I don't think this was in our teachings.
I mean, your namesake did. I mean, right? I don't. What's going on?
Someone's dead in the woods, and our professor is the one that killed him. The
No.
professor you told me to TA for.
Why would he do that?
This isn't.
Is it,
Danny?
Abel,
You're my best friend, and you're not being helpful.
Yeah. Is it because you're jealous that he asked me to be the TA?
No, this has nothing to do with the jealousy. You said you were going to put in a good word for me anyways.
I was. I don't know. Look, Look, I know that me and Beth need together, but I don't know why you've become all cold and distant. Like, she's been noticing a lot of things lately, and I don't know what's wrong with you.
You just hear,
Yeah.
ow! Ow!
Yeah, well, maybe you can notice this. And I find Trevor in the party, grab him, I take him outside. I have a new best friend now. And I take Trevor outside and kind of inform him on
Not friend
what's
zone.
happening.
Make out with him in front of Danny.
And they were roommates.
And you guys run back, and like this whole thing is ensuing, and like the professor is fighting back, but the thing that you are all forgetting is Haley.
Brother!
Haley begins to rush into this whole commotion with an insurmountable rage. They take Callan by the collar and toss him. Callan hits the side of the shed and is unconscious. You see a little bump on his head and it starts to bleed. You see... Yes.
Can I do something?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Because I know I'm Faye.
Yes.
And there is...
No, you're Asteria. Sorry.
I know I'm a Fae. So there has to be some sort of like transformation that happens to turn into my Fae form, right?
Sailor Moon-esque.
I think the harm done to Callan triggers whatever transformation.
Okay, sick. Yeah, that happens.
Okay.
Asteria literally sees red. And you can see, like, their ears grow, their canines enlarge, and their nails lengthen. And their eyes become, like, a different, like, shade of, like, golden brown. And I think Asteria rushes at Haley.
Asteria, with the ferocity and power of the seasons behind you, the air grows cold as frost starts to crust the bark and the leaves that are starting to brown. You grab Haley, and Haley, for anything, only has eyes for one being at this moment. The professor. They want their revenge, for they are now stuck with this unending hunger. But you grab her, and you see this in her eyes. Whether or not Callan was supposed to be hurt, clearly was not in her intention.
I think Asteria grabs Haley and it kind of tries to just, like, shake her out of it for even, like, a second. Haley, I need you to relax. We are all here to help you, but you can't hurt us in the process.
You see tears of blood streak down her face. She says, he took everything away from me, and he took everything away from them. And you see one of the basketball players in chunks, and a girl there with a slit throat, collateral in this whole thing.
Asteria takes it all in and looks back at Haley and is like, and it ends tonight. He's not going to do it again. More people know, and we're going to help you.
Meditations! Meditations! That's how I stop being angry! You have to meditate!
And the professor is trying to, like, bonk you with sticks and rocks.
No! Stop it! And I'm like, I'm fighting him. I'm, like, on top of him like a
Exactly.
dog, and I am fighting him.
And Abel, as you see this, it gives you a vision of an image of, like, a saint as Haley begins to cry into Asteria while holding her as she is kneeling down. And you see this whole thing. What you thought was a god talking to you might just not be. And what you're going to do with that, it's entirely up to you. But Trevor, with you, is just like, where are you bringing me? I thought you didn't want to, you know, not knowing where you're bringing him.
I'm gonna turn to Trevor, and I'm going to kiss him and pull apart and go, I feel like my entire life might have been a lie, and I have to figure that out. But for right now, I really wanted to kiss you, and we have to stop what's going on, I think. And could I talk to could I talk to the professor, or is he like being mauled? You could say no.
He's not being mauled, but like they're like it's like two children bickering.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like, ah! Ah!
Oh,
Can Asteria kind of break it up and like just kind of push the professor up against a tree, like holding him by the neck?
Sure.
okay.
They're still
It's
in
gonna
their
be like
faith.
good cop, bad cop.
Hell
Asteria
yeah,
is the
brother.
bad cop, and I'm
Yeah,
walking in like this.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and calm Freya in the process.
I'm like,
Just
bro,
like
I
brush
don't know
her
what's
hair.
going on. This is crazy. I literally got bit by my ex-girlfriend and I haven't been normal since. And I'm like itching. I'm like, this is so fucking weird. I don't know, dude. I need more weed.
I think also at this time, Trevor probably just like seeing what's going on. I think he should go to Haley because Haley's now alone.
Well, the thing is, Trevor doesn't see Haley, but Trevor does see Callan and tries to help Callan out. Haley is fighting the urge to harm a living being, but seeing that the hunger is still there and there is fresh meat, they start to
I'll take.
feast.
Oh, she wants to start eating the dead bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Just go.
They're already
go
dead.
for it. They're already go for it.
Freya's watching and is like, dear Jesus Christ. Ew. This is not what I signed up for.
Do you do that?
Me?
Ugh.
No!
Yeah. Oh,
No!
I
Don't
sorry,
make me
that was
mad! I'm trying to calm down! No!
okay.
Ah!
Hi, Professor. Professor, you're not going anywhere, as you can tell. Why are you doing this?
It's what the Lord wants.
So, I am afraid the Lord isn't who I thought it was.
The Lord, your Lord is my Lord, and
That's the problem.
I think I literally, because he just annoys the fuck out of Asteria, that they literally just slam him up against a tree and go, shut the fuck up about the Lord.
Well, one last question about the Lord. Is the Lord a good Lord?
of course, this Lord is a good Lord. It brings bounty.
And the Lord is okay with you killing innocent students?
The Lord asked me to kill them.
Oh. I don't think I signed up for the right thing. Okay.
Yeah, Abel, how's your Bible looking now?
Looking a little slim. Can
Mikey? Mikey?
Yeah.
Do I still look hot in this form?
You look better.
That's fucked up. That was fucked up. There's so many things you could have said to me right now, and that was fucked up. I'm gonna hit this guy. I'm gonna hit this guy. Freya's gonna hit this guy. Freya's gonna jump out of Mikey's arms and hit the guy.
You just hit him, and he's goes, April, please help me. We're doing the Lord's work. We can offer up your friends as well.
offering up another body to is there a way that I can gaze into the abyss again?
Sure.
I want to make a deal with this with the dark power that I have.
Yes.
Okay, I got a 10 plus 2. Yeah, 12.
Oh, okay. With a 12, yeah, you strike up a deal.
My deal is, can we or can I offer you a body and can you stop all this madness? I'm trying to use a string as a
So
string
this
attached.
deal, you see the world stand still, and the moonlight peeks through the canopy of the trees, and you see even the professor stops, and you feel a radiating heat from them, but not at the same heat that radiates from yourself. And yes, what happens is that you find a different lord. A different lord that's related, but not yours. That's within this professor. And you strike a deal, and you can offer up this professor as collateral.
Okay, so just to make sure I'm correct, what is in my head is not the
Yeah.
same that's what's in his head, but he's been lying to me.
Yes. Well, he's not lying to you. He doesn't know. Basically, he thinks that you guys have the same thing in your head, but it's not.
Oh, but his is weirder.
Yes. Here, his is
funny.
freakier. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess the conversation I'm having in my head is I have an offering for you. But also I asked the question, you're good, right? You can lie to me. Like in my head.
Sure, I'm good. The voice change,
Okay.
like the voice kind of changes and kind of drops the holier than thou kind of like, and just like, yeah, I'm good.
So good, man.
I'm really good.
You in our job here, God, is for me to get rid of all the darkness and give it to you.
I'm
to
gonna
turn it into
level
light.
with you. No, not. Look. Let's drop this act. I just want you to get laid.
Oh. Okay, you don't want a sacrifice?
Well, your chastity was supposed to be the sacrifice, but you're sacrificing this guy to me, so I think this is pretty cool.
Seemed like a very bargaining God. Okay.
There's a lot of bargains. Yep.
Okay, and I'm supposed to get laid?
I mean, I don't need it now, but like, I think it's a win-win still.
Is this God
He looks
Freya?
at Trevor.
Sorry.
He looks at Trevor, who's like attending to what's
Callan.
her name?
Callan.
Callan. And just like mouths to himself like, laid. Okay, I think I can work on that. Should I kill this guy?
I was going to. Do you want to do it?
No, God, do you want me to do it?
This guy
And he's just
sucks
like-
at communication.
And he's just like, look, just relax your pretty head, and I got it from. And Asteria, as you're pushing into, the world starts to move again, and as you're pushing this guy into the bark of the trees, you start to see the bark crack and break in, and spider-like legs grab the professor and pull them into the tree as the heat and sulfurous smells emit as it drags the tree down into the ground, and you see the pits of hell. Just a glimpse. You see tiny hands of creatures grabbing at this
Hate
this
tiny
professor. It's tiny hands with regular sized people.
hands. Gross. Gross.
And you start to see the mound being created and sealing up hell. And the only thing that is echoing in the dark is the crunching and munching of Haley.
And
Looks
Freya's
back.
I think as that happened, and like the spider arms came out, Asteria immediately goes, "Ah! Ew, 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 ew."
Yeah. This is awful. I think
think-
Freya's trying to like slowly turn back into human Freya, and she's like, I am so itchy. I need weed. Now you guys know I have to be high all the time now. And when I talk like this now, because like I'm freaking out. And if I'm not freaking out, I'm a fucking dog, dude. Sorry.
Abel?
I don't think we're gonna see that professor again. Thanks.
Yeah,
God.
you think? That was disgusting. I'm
gonna happen?
arachnophobic.
Gonna happen with Haley?
Right.
Yeah, what's gonna happen with Haley?
Freya's
And-
already got a joint out and she's smoking it.
We smash cut to 3 months from now.
Damn.
Just kill the guy.
Smash cut to 3 months from. Trevor and Abel are sitting at a table, the dining hall, and followed by Nikki and Chase, along with Asteria and Callan. And Freya, do you come with someone?
Yeah, I mean, I think me and Mikey got close again after this.
You guys meet up with them. And walking up to your table is Mac. And behind him is Haley. And he says, look who's joining us next semester. Janet over here is a new student, a new transfer.
Damn it, Janet.
And she's like, thanks again for everything.
I think Asteria squeals and like jumps into obviously Haley's arms, Janet's arms, and is like, I'm so excited.
And
It's like, don't eat any of us, though, right?
but she smells so good.
Freya.
Sorry,
with
that was
that-
funny.
And with that, we zoom out of the campus as we end our session of Would You Care to Dance. Thank you so much for everybody in the chat. It ran a little later than I wanted to. But hey, we had fun. Hope you guys had fun as well. How we doing the winner, Joe?
Oh shit. Let's see. Who's the winner?
Give away. Give away.
Give away. Give away. All right.
Chicken dinner.
Hey, chat. you guys didn't
Okay.
realize,
Let's
Freya,
go.
Freya and Mikey booked again.
Congratulations to House of Dreams. You have won the very first Grindhouse giveaway. If you could have your Twitch whisper set to accepting strangers, we can get a best email from you at the end of the show. So I'll be rounding you up for your giveaway items.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Let's go.
But yeah, while we wait for Blizz to come back, that sounded more like
Passive
rude-
aggressive.
passive aggressive than I
No,
dared it to be.
you deserve
I am so
that.
sorry. No, but
Liz
no.
always leaving.
He's a piss bear for a reason. 'cause he's
Yeah.
pissing.
He's always busy.
Oh, that's why it's piss right there.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for joining us. This was a fun game. I hope everybody enjoyed. It's been a while. It's been like maybe 2 years since I played Monsterhearts, and I miss it so much.
It's so
Um,
fun.
It's so
fun.
fun. But yeah, catch us again. Tuesdays, gonna be Midnight Rush again. Then Slumber on Wednesdays. Next Friday is going to be a Candela Obscura game, by Dan Pixel. That's gonna be batshit insane crazy. You should catch it, and we'll have a dice giveaway, I believe, for next week. So that's gonna be fun. So check that out. My name is Fabian. You go by any all pronouns. You can find me at Rockets and Pens, Bad House RPG. Give me a follow. I imagine me as this little
Yeah.
cartoon guy, not my normal weird self.
He's just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy. And yeah, I'm gonna introduce you guys to our cast members. So we can get up on out of here. Blizz.
Hi, I'm Blizz. I definitely don't have religious trauma, and I definitely fuck. But my pronouns are he, him. I'm a variety content creator and also a Twitch ambassador. I cover true crime cases, and I've been diving into tabletop a lot more in the past year. So thank you so much for having me. This is fun. If you want to follow me on Twitch, follow me at twitch.tv/Blizz or BlizzBear and every other place, every other social. And I'll pass it on to Joe.
Hello, I am Josephine at Scary Dog Friend, the other half of Bad House RPG. Likewise, you can find me Midnight Rush along with Laurel, Slumber along with Oleander, Kendo, Abhishek, and Sean. Wonderful cast members. Lots of stuff rolling out with Bad House, and just stick with us. That's me. Laurel.
Hi guys, I'm Laurel, and I totally wasn't overcompensating for my lack of relationships with women with this. Why did I say it? I was thinking it, but I didn't need to say it. Okay, I had to fuck a lot of women. Anyway, you can find me at Laurel on Twitch. I just yap, if you like that, and I react to content. And you can find me on YouTube, and everything else is Laurel Rothamel. That's my full name. It's under here somewhere. Thank you. Mwah.
Last but not least, Maddie.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Maddie Duvernay. She, they pronouns. I do also reaction content, and I'm a variety streamer. And right now I'm currently reacting to Epic the Musical. I was gonna finish it tonight, but I think I'm gonna finish it tomorrow because I'm tired and I still have to do Pilates. So that's not gonna be happening. But yeah, find me everywhere at Maddie Duvernay. Sometimes with an extra Y. Guess where? Who's to say? Yeah.
Hell yeah. Anyway, we'll see you guys again next week. And
Thank you for having us.
thanks for joining us, guys, and thanks for watching.
I had so much fun.
Hell yeah. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.